Hi guys, it's Kelly here again and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my December bullet journal spread setup video. So as usual, I'm gonna start you off with a quick flip through of my November theme, which was quirky aliens. And if you would like to see how I created this one, I will leave the video in the cards, or you can find it on my channel. I am quite happy with this theme. I think it's really cute and it is definitely quirky, and it's something that just screams me, to be quite honest. And yeah, I quite enjoyed it. And now for the month of December, I had a bit of a struggle coming up with a theme, but in the end I am so happy with how this looks, and I really hope you guys enjoy it as well. I am just in love with this theme at the moment. So let me tell you a little bit about it. For my December theme, I wanted to do something that was winter inspired, but not anything with snowflakes or Christmas or snow in general. Nothing that made me feel cold, and nothing to do with the holidays and the holiday season, because I am quite a bit of a Grinch. My boyfriend says that I shouldn't say this, but I kind of hate Christmas. So yeah, I am the living incarnation of the Grinch. So I really wanted to steer clear of anything to do with Christmas. And also, winter is definitely not my favorite season. It's my least favorite season. So there's a period of time between sometime in the middle of October and sometime at the end of March. And through that period, I am just generally unhappy with the world and the weather. And yeah, that's like half a year that I spend not liking the fact that I live in a country that has a winter. So, and also Christmas. So yeah, not my favorite time period. So I wanted to steer clear from anything that kind of made my brain think of snow and cold. So I thought about foxes at first. I was going to make this a regular orange fox, because as I've mentioned before, I have a color code kind of thing where I use different colors for every month, and I hadn't used orange yet. I only use it in conjunction with my red and my yellow for my dragons theme, which again I will put in the cards if you want to check that out. And I was wondering if I should use the orange or the yellow, and I decided, because I was looking at preferences of foxes, that, you know, foxes are orange. So at first I started doing that, but then I came across a few pictures of an Arctic fox, or like a white fox. I'm not sure. I think the proper word is an Arctic fox. But yeah, I saw a few pictures of the Arctic fox, and I thought that it would be really cool. It would be a nod towards winter. It would be a nod towards winter, and it would be appropriate for my December theme. And as I was thinking that, and as I started drawing the foxes and sketching them out, I thought about Japanese culture and how they have a spirit fox, kind of. It's not a demon, it's a spirit, I believe. It's not a deity either. And they really love their foxes, to be exact. And they have this fox spirit that is called the KITSUNE, which is quite literally the name for fox, the word for fox in Japanese. And the way they draw that is that they draw a white fox with multiple tails. And I thought that it would be perfect for my December theme if I mixed them, kind of my idea for the Arctic fox with the idea for the KITSUNE. And from there on, my kind of orange color just went out the window. So I thought that I would use red, but I've already used it 3 times this year in themes, and I know that they typically draw the kitsune with red markings on its face and also just white and red as accents, but I thought it would be cool and different to do it with with yellow. I meant to say yellow. And that's kind of, long story short, of how I came up with this theme. Now, I researched also some Japanese patterns because they have some amazing designs, by the way. If you want to look at some amazing pattern design, I highly suggest checking out the Japanese traditional pattern designs. And I found this that kind of resembles waves in a way, but once I started putting it down, it started looking like tails, and it just fit perfectly with my theme, at least in my opinion. So I was extremely happy with how it was going, and yeah, now you're gonna witness me draw a bunch of foxes here and there. And I used the patterns kind of like accent colors, and I am so in love with this theme. It has been a while since I said that, but I really am. And it was also, it took me quite some time to draw this out, just because the pattern is quite detailed, I guess. And so you will notice the change of lighting from day to night, because I literally drew patterns till the sun came down. So yeah. In terms of my spreads, I did the absolute usual, which was I have a big calendar with all of my dates and my events, and it takes up 2 pages. So I have that in the beginning, and then on the second page I combined my mood tracker with my sleep tracker, and we'll see how this one goes. I don't know why I thought I did that last month, but it turns out that I mixed my sleep with my habit tracker, which was probably a little bit more logical. I don't really know what I did here. I guess I just wasn't thinking straight, but we'll see how it turns out. Maybe it will work out for me. So I combined my mood tracker and my mood tracker and my sleep tracker, and I drew a little sleeping fox on the right side of the page. On the next one I have my habit tracker, and I did the circular pattern in the center of the page, and on the pages around it I will write down for each day what habit I ended up doing or completing. This is not the best way to keep track of things, but honestly, it looks really cool once you fill it up. I've done this once, I think, before, maybe twice, and I actually did it on my Japanese-inspired theme last year or the year before that. So yeah, I like doing this with the center object in the center, and then just writing out all the habits on different lines on the other pages. As I said, not great for keeping track of stuff if you really want to keep track of stuff, but it looks cool. On the next page, I have my social media tracker, and this time, because I am trying very hard to revive my Instagram, which has been dead for a year now. So I keep doing this social media planner page, and I keep not using it. So this time I am determined to use it. You know, the year's almost over, but I am determined to use this page. Yeah, I have my Instagram post tracker and ideas page, and my YouTube one. And basically for YouTube, I have a goal of uploading 4 videos a month. I have not done this year, I don't think. Maybe just once, 1 month. And for my Instagram one, I have a spread kind of planner with 9 posts. And yeah. So on the right side, I just have my tracker where I write down my followers and such, and how many times I post. On the next page, I have my books and TV, and I really love this page. I think it turned out so cool. I have a fox or a kitsune in the middle with all of the tails, and it's looking at the moon, and there are some clouds. I really love this page. I think it's really beautiful. If you don't know anything about the kitsune, as I said, it is a Japanese traditional spirit in a way, and most times it can take the form of a human. And kitsune are basically like nature spirits. They're not evil or anything, but they can, I believe, heal, and they have some magic. And I really love the myths behind the kitsune, and also something fun that I found out while I was reading a little bit up on it before I created this page was that the older and wiser the kitsune is, the more tails it has. So it doesn't necessarily always have 9 tails, because typically in Asian mythology they have the spirit of the 9-tailed fox. If you've seen Naruto, you would know that. And in Chinese and Korean mythology, it is actually called 9-tailed fox. But in Japanese mythology, it's kitsune is just fox, so it's a spirit of the fox. But I decided to draw with as many tails as I possibly can, and I think this is the only page where I managed to draw 9. I don't know, I can't count them right now, but I think they're 9. And yeah, I thought it was really cool to at least a little bit point to the fact that it has more than 1 tail, so it's not just a regular fox. And yeah, on the last page I have my to-do list and also my bills and my dump. And this sort of setup has been working fairly well for me. I love just having a list of my most important bills and just some empty space if I would like to write down something. And for my to-do list, I just really love bullet lists, so that's why I create these boxes and just write down all of the things that I have to do and then color in every time I finish a task. So it's been working. I don't tend to mess with spreads that work for me, so I think that is something that I am going to keep in the future of my spreads. So yeah, I guess we're almost done with this video. I would love to hear your opinion about this spread or any of the others that I have. What do you think? Do you know about the myth about the kitsune or the spirit of the fox? What do you think? And yeah, I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. If you like what you see and would like to see more, I would highly suggest you like this video and you subscribe and stay tuned for some more. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!